Greetings, Sagittarius, and welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for the month of July for those of us that are born in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarians, I've already invoked the spirit guide, and the spirit has laid out some very interesting cards that give us some information about your energies, your dynamic, and your aura for this time period. This is, once again, a general reading, but let me go forward and delve right into some of the truths that are coming out for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the spirit is showing me where some of you have taken a loss in the past. And let me tell you what that means so that you don't think that I'm just being ambiguous. When I say taking a loss, I mean that some of you in the way of finances, in the way of, probably more in the way of finances, you've taken a loss and you're feeling it. And maybe some of you have invested in a relationship, and maybe that relationship may have even turned sour. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a relationship of someone in your family or friend. It's that kind of a thing, but it has to do with an investment of time, money, and energy that you gave to something or to someone, and you were not appreciated because of it, and you took a loss, and you feel the loss right now. And that loss could come in the way of money, or it could also show itself in the way of your focus for yourself right now. Sagittarians, I do see though, and the reason why I say that is because I do see where you are now looking at things clearly. You really are looking at things the way they really are, and perhaps you are seeing the person or the people for what and who they really are. And that's important, that you come to a place of clarity so that perhaps you can let go of some things. And the spirit is showing me as you move into your future, you are going to go through a transition. You're going through a transition. You are going to go through it. And I want to emphasize through it, because sometimes when we are in the middle of a transformation or a transition, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good. It looks very dismal. But the spirit is saying you are going to go through it. It is a structural change. It is a change in the way you do things, the way you are used to doing things. It is a change in perhaps family structure. We'll get some clarity in a few moments. The spirit is showing where you're not exercising the best of judgment for yourself, and you're going to correct that. The spirit is saying for you, specifically Sagittarian, this is a time when you should reflect. You should go back. You should think back on a time when you were happier, and a time when you felt more successful. And the spirit is also showing me, particularly for those of you who are the feminine energy, there are two meanings for the card that the spirit is laying out in front of me. One of the meanings is for those of you that are the feminine energy, you need to focus and get back on your grind as far as exercise, because the spirit is showing me where some of you are perhaps a little overweight, and some of you need to get back on your exercise. In other words, as the younger people would say, some of you Sagittarians need to get your sexy back. Let's think about that for a moment. In addition to that, the other meaning for this card that the spirit is laying out in front of me is that some of you who are the masculine energy of Sagittarian, the spirit is acknowledging that this feminine energy counterpart, or this feminine energy complementary energy at this point in your life and at this point in the relationship, that it's going in a different direction. And the spirit is acknowledging that and talking through me to you so you can hear it clearly. The spirit is saying, those Sagittarians, that you're getting ready to come to a place where you are getting ready to get that focus again on your long-term goals. It's going to be fine. You are going to go through it, and I'm not going to say that you're not. I am going to tell you, though, you are going to come out of it, and you are going to come to a place of clarity. Sagittarians, some of you, congratulations, are sitting in a place right now, and someone is talking to you, someone is dating you, and someone is courting you, as my mother would say. And so what we see in this particular spread, the spirit is showing me a good, positive love relationship, a good positive love relationship. Because the Spirit is showing me, yeah, where you have been going through a little bit of a bumpy time period. But the Spirit is saying, but this person that's talking to you now, this love that's going to be offered to you now, this is going to be good for you. This is going to be healthy for you. Some of you have gone through a disappointment as far as work, as far as a job being offered and you didn't get the job. Some of you are going through some changes on your job. The Spirit is showing me some dynamic. And the Spirit is saying that you need to rely on your wisdom, because some of you know, you might need to check yourself. I'm just saying that. You might need to check yourself, Sagittarians. You might need to look at yourself and see if part of the problem with the job or part of the problem with your seeking employment, if something has to do with you. And that could be a spiritual thing as far as you adjusting your thinking patterns. It could also be something about you going back to school. The Spirit hasn't shown me the going back to school indicator, but the Spirit is clearly saying that some of this dynamic has to do with you. It has a lot to do with you. The Spirit is showing me, yeah, but you're getting ready to come out. And I want you to know that you're going through, but you're getting ready to come out. So as you are going through, and some of you are saying, why is it taking so long? It's almost over. It's almost over. There is a bond that is being developed that is healthy. Some of you are looking for a contract. Some of you are looking for a relation in the way of a lease or in the way of a sharing. The Spirit laid a card out in front of me that indicates a bond. It indicates a friendship, or it indicates a connection of some equality. So some of you are looking for a contract. Some of you are looking for an agreement. Some of you are looking for a lease. Whatever it is that you're looking for, because I don't know all of you that are out there listening, but the Spirit is clearly showing me the energy for Sagittarians for this time cycle, that you are getting ready to come to a place where you are going to get the agreement, the bond, that lease, that contract. You're getting ready to get that. Even if it is a labor thing on your job, the Spirit is saying you're going to get the agreement in your favor. The Spirit is also showing me, for some of you Sagittarian family members, those of you that have been thinking about traveling, this is a grand time to travel. This is a great time for you to travel. And when I say travel, I mean travel long distance. This is a time for you to get those vacation plans together, to get those flight schedules together. Yes, Sagittarius, this is a time for you to treat yourself to that long-awaited vacation. In addition, Sagittarians, the Spirit is showing me that as you're going through, some of you, and this is definitely a strong energy, for those of you that are going through a transition, part of that transition and part of that structural change might have something to do with you actually relocating physically, moving to another place. So part of the change that you're going through, whether you were sharing, and the Spirit did say that, and I did tell you that maybe you were sharing an apartment, maybe you were sharing a space, maybe you were sharing something with somebody, and the Spirit is saying you're getting ready to break out and get up on your own. So Sagittarians, you're getting ready to get on your own, you're getting ready to move out, and the Spirit is saying don't be afraid, just listen. The Spirit is also saying, though, some of you do need to go back, and once again, let me clarify and expand on that going back, because the Spirit is showing me the two cards that give the clarity. And the two cards that give the clarity indicate going back to a time of spirituality, going back to a time where you feel whole. And remember, I shared with you that some of you have gained some weight and some of you need to work on yourselves as far as weight and health is concerned. And the Spirit is saying, yeah, because you do need to go back to a place when you were mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, as well as physically, more healthy. And the Spirit is saying, yeah, because right now, nothing's going to change until you change it, the Spirit is saying. And the Spirit is also showing me where some of you have been thinking, you've been thinking that this masculine energy was going to be in your corner forever. And you also thought this masculine energy was going to be financially supportive. And the Spirit is showing me where this masculine energy is not going to be financially supportive. And the Spirit is also showing me that some of you have lost focus about your future and your future plans. And so some of that has to do with this transformation and the need for this transformation and the need for you to relocate and the need for this little vacation might be very, very important for some of you Sagittarian family members. Sagittarians, you need to operate in the next 4 to 6 weeks. You need to operate as if you are operating with a plan, not haphazardly. The Spirit is saying don't be impulsive, don't rush, don't jump out there, but do have a plan of operation. So the Spirit shows me, yes, some of you are going to be relocating. The Spirit shows me, yes, some of you are going to be flying out, taking a vacation. But at the same time, as you go forward with a plan methodically. Don't go forward just, don't do that, Sagittarians. That would not be helpful for you. And some of you are in need of, and some of you are in need of a realistic look at things. Some of you need to look at things realistically. So in other words, some of you need to look at where you are, and some of you need to look at where you want to go. So some of you, you're sitting in a place and you're somewhat like believing in a fantasy. And others of you are sitting in a place where you actually have unrealistic expectations. And the Spirit is saying that for those of you that have those two dynamics, let's get a reality check. And you know that you can do that. That's something that you can do. Sagittarians, you have a tendency to seek truth, and you are going to seek truth. And as you're seeking truth, just remember to seek truth in yourself as well. And the Spirit is showing me some of you who have gone through a health scare, female energy, Sagittarian. Some of you have gone through a health scare. The Spirit is showing me for those of you that went for an examination, female energy, you're going to be fine. Spirit is showing me you are in good shape. You're going to be fine. You're going to come up standing up, not a problem. The Spirit is showing me where it acknowledges that some of you will get some news about money that will not necessarily be favorable. So how do we deal with that? That means if I'm telling you now that you can expect some news about money coming to you that's not going to be favorable, that means that now you can plan and you can hold on to some money, and maybe instead of buying this thing that you were thinking about buying, maybe you can hold on to your money for a few minutes. Sagittarians, the Spirit is saying you are the master of your destiny, and you can take control of your life, and you have the talent and the beauty and the intelligence. You just need to put it into motion, and you need to implement or you need to expand on it and let it work for you as opposed to against you. Let's work on your self-esteem. You are a wonderful person. Sagittarians, the Spirit is showing me some of you are getting ready to come to a place where you are going to have, like I said earlier, there is a beautiful relationship emerging for some of you, and I do see it, and it's a beautiful love affair. Please enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. While others of you are so into your zone that love is trying to come to you and you ain't even thinking about it. You're not even interested. And the Spirit is saying, okay, if you're interested in love, this love that is coming, this love that is being offered to you is a good love for those of you that are interested in love. And the Spirit once again is confirming with another card, love offered, love coming. So this is good. The Spirit is also telling me as it relates to some of the dynamics and some of the things that I've shared with you, the Spirit is saying take a chance. So remember what I talked about when I talked about you relocating? Take a chance. When I talked about you taking a trip, taking a vacation, take a chance, okay? Take a chance. Once again, take a chance methodically. So sometimes there is some pleasure and some enjoyment in having an entrepreneurial spirit where you're taking a chance and you don't actually know if you're going to be successful. However, you can take care of some safety nets as you go forward. But the Spirit is saying that whatever's been on your mind to change for your own life, this is a good time for you to do it. And if you take the leap of faith and believe in yourself and in your own vision for yourself, the Spirit is saying you're going to come to a place that is going to be a wonderfully surprising place, and it's going to be a peaceful place. And it's going to be a place going to put your mind thinking once again about your long-term goals, which look very good from where I'm sitting. Sagittarians, the Spirit is showing me you coming to a place of happiness. I see happiness. I see an end to betrayal. I see an end to this nonsense of people are walking away from you. Good. Let them go. Tyler Perry says that when somebody's in your life and they want to leave, let them leave. Let them go. And he's absolutely right. And some of you Sagittarians, I do see you emerging beautifully. I see you emerging back to being absolutely gorgeous. And I have some really nice friends who are Sagittarians, and I know that you're listening. And so some of you are going to emerge to this beautiful person once again that you are. So whatever you took a loss, whatever you lost in the way of time, money, and energy, trust me, what goes around comes around. Don't pay anybody back for what they did. Make sure that you are doing the right thing, and the Spirit is going to return the right thing to you. Sagittarians, this has been a general reading for the month of July. I know that some of these energies have resonated with you, and I know that some of you are smiling saying, wow, that's me, that's me, that's me. And so if that is the case and you'd like to have some clarity and or some confirmation, please reach out to me and let's book a private reading for you. I do have to tell you, as I have shared in all of my videos this month, this is a very busy month, and the Spirit has blessed me and blessed us, and readings are going very fast. They're filling very fast for the month. So if you're interested in booking a reading based on your time frame, I don't know when you need it back, but there is a waiting list, a short waiting list, but nonetheless, the list is going to get longer as time progresses. Sagittarians, I look forward to doing a private reading for you. Please reach out to me at onewhosees4you@yahoo.com. That's onewhosees4you@yahoo.com. Thank you so much, Sagittarians. Looking forward to hearing from you.